That light. Hey friends, welcome back. I had to finish this in. Look at them bugs done came out, y'all. They trying to get at that light. Anyways, yeah, this work is real. I literally have no feelings. Like I said, no seal. Unsealed. I was having me a grand of a time, but some people do still got jobs. At least the ones that don't know me, because they don't be acting like them slobs I was around. No, friends, you want to bring me the clown that shut y'all down? For real, they shut y'all down. Like I said, I wasn't about to be no quiet about no shit like that. Parental discretion is advised. Like I said, when you under attack, and then they, you know what I'm saying, and those are the real rats. What do you do? What do cats do? This retaliation for my motherfucking kitty poochie. For real, everything. Now, any of my friends want to come and do some confessions? Just when they thought I said all I could say, I got some shit up on the side. It's just so much, it's in your face. It's like, but I just be stuck on that one case though, that money. Like I said, I'm following the money. And I'll put you guys on to the money. Like I said, those not your friends. And even if they was, no blood in, get the fuck out. That's from God's hands, for real. You do what you want to though, man. For real, everybody got choices. I told y'all I don't be hearing no voices. That's what they said. I don't hear voices. Like you get, you know how like a thought will come to mind. Shit like that, for real. The only people gonna be hearing voices is them. They hear this one, right? This voice playing they motherfucking hair every day, like bitch, you been caught. How about that? How that voice is? Bitch, you been caught, and I want to drag you. I told you, I'll fuck somebody up and we'll get not near drop on this. Like I said, it don't matter who it is at this point. They live now. We gotta let them die. For real, do I owe them something? For real, y'all can give them y'all last hugs and kisses. I don't care if they're a grandmother. I don't care about none of that. This is for my chicks, them bottom bitches. Since they was getting pimped for real, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that shit was real on a slide for me because I am an in your face person. Like if you got something you want to ask me, just ask me. It's not Kobe Bryant. It's a yes or no answer. I really believe in that shit. And if I don't like something, I don't got to be around it. I shouldn't have to explain myself when you doing clown shit. Like, who's gonna fucking stand for that? Like, bitches being these abusive ass relationships. Like, how many times he gonna say sorry? Remember when we was little, we learned that shit. That's why I back me a bitch down. You don't even gotta look my way. Especially after that shit and this big cake. Like I said, people be tricking all on everybody. And it ain't tricking if you got it. If somebody with you, you take care of them. You know what I'm saying? But you don't let nobody take advantage of you. And that's where a lot of people fucked up at. Like I said, I had empathetic heart for these bastards. Even the bitch, and I had respect for the bitches, even though they did that shit that they did when we was little. Now look at whores. Like I said, we settle in the fucking square. I don't give a fuck about who your cousin is and none of that. Like I said, kids, you're my kids now. You're my friends, right? We friends? Because you need to be trying to live to the fucking end and not tomorrow. The good do not die young. I hate that saying. And the reason why I hate that too is, y'all know, because of my son. He ain't even get a chance to fucking live. And these bitches took his life. You don't need nobody doing shit like that. You tell them once, you could tell them twice. And if they don't listen, then that's when you give them you give them a knife too. Like, go ahead, then kill yourself. I'm serious. Because you can only help somebody as far as they want to go. But you don't got to get dragged down with them. Like, bitch, you know you stupid. And I already warned you in advance that shit was stupid. And they still went against the grain. Now they haircut fucked up. Edge up fall off the lines. They got their line up pushed back. I ain't pushed their caps back. For real, with no motherfucking bullets. Well, I did have really, though. I did have one. I dropped a bomb on their ass. For real, where the bitches at? For real, where the real trash at? The real trash bag kings. For real. You got these faggot ass niggas with the little wee-wees and shit trying to play bitches. That's another reason why they hate bitches. You know you couldn't fuck with certain bitches because you ain't got the work to put in. You don't put no work at home. Of course you gonna get cheated on. You might as well go to get an extension. Ain't everybody else going to extend their shit? No. Pee Wee. Where Pee Wee them at? Yo, like I said, that shit went way back. They got wee wees. Nigga, you still got a wee wee at the age of 100? You need to sit your dumb ass down. That's why they like fucking with kids. Unless you watch, unless they've been watching, they've been up on the hub and they caught a couple glimpses of some new shit. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't it. That ain't it. Shit, you need the rubber band man for real. That's why a lot of chicks is gay too. They wasn't being satisfied. And you got these faggots that can trying to play somebody like you and your man's though. Y'all boyfriend came up against Rat 10 I just got. Damn, that's funny though. Y'all came up against that. Now I want your dick snatched though. Now deep throat, you can't deep throat a fucking pinky swear. Now disrespect that there. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I don't give a fuck who try to hold it back. You can't. Because there's real motherfuckers that still see this shit like, damn, I might not get the numbers, but I know for a fact that this shit is shit. I got at least 100 motherfuckers that know me. But it's over in the town, though. You know what I'm saying? It's at least 100 motherfuckers that know me. So I don't be checking for that, but I do be still wanting to know because I used to be checking at first like, damn, I wonder who is it? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when they was leaving the comments talking about something, oh, I could tell that's a man or a woman. For real, in your fucking face, bitch. Look, I hold my nuts like this, bitch. I found me some nuts to hold for you and give them to you. They was mad because I wouldn't let them suck on them. At the end of the day, can't make no babies together, bitch. That's why I want them dead about it. Especially when it came to the switch. Like I said, who was getting my mail? I don't give a fuck. Ain't no such thing as the snitch is the person who got locked up and told this shit too. You think them niggas ain't sign off the that bitch? Y'all is super under investigation because I would not be taking no 15, 20 years for your fuck ass. It's such if I was working with you. It ain't enough commissary in the motherfucking world for you not. I'd rather you be sitting right next to me, motherfucker. Like we married. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ain't nobody trying to take that fucking charge. Somebody was promised something. They did get to live it up a little bit. They was living large. And that shit got snatched away from them. Like I said, people be putting people in the game to sacrifice them. That's another reason why I wasn't even playing. Like I said, they was putting me in dope spots and shit. And I would want to say I'm a fucking thoroughbred if it come to that. But I didn't hustle. I had kids. I was trying to teach them something. Regardless of what they choose now, like I said, they almost 100. So I ain't got no say on any of their calls. Anything. Because they know everything that they should not do. Motherfucker, I'll lead by example. Like I said, you want to judge a bitch clothes and you nasty motherfuckers play with y'all nose. How could you even tell the difference? Even the conversation be good as gold and bitches can't even play with me like that. Look at the fucking defense. And shuffling these cards, you guys, like an ASMR for me. Like I said, I don't need the cards. They're just good illustration. For all the way down to that fucking school who gave up the $250,000. I'm serious. That shit not funny. And I know I see people like this and shit. Like, that's not funny, stupid bitch. You better hope you don't crash into no shit. Because ain't nothing about that funny. For real, your family was dying behind it too. Our town ain't that big. We're all related in some form or fashion. And especially through God, even if you don't believe in him. You don't got to believe in him. But you know it's real. How the fuck we all still walk and say, fuck the skin color. And we hold the most everything. Like I said, I don't try to be superior over nobody, but you ain't about to be coming to me with no stupid ass, that stupid slang. Like you bitches are idiots, especially the whores. Like I said, I'm supposed to be popping around and sleeping around and shit. That shit is stupid. Not fulfilling my business and then hoping that I could hurt somebody so I can get some change just to go blow it. And have nothing to show for it. Like I said, this shit was supposed to been upgraded. We could have been our own mini Dubois. The way these bitches was blowing money fast around this motherfucker, they wouldn't have had to take those trips. We got all that shit here. Like people mock us, we mock each other. Everybody is here in this fucking petri dish. That's why I was saying about the business and shit. You got bitches talking about retiring and shit, and it's no disrespect to people who really can, who actually dedicated themselves and really got the time in to say that they put in work like that. I can see you retiring with your shit, but not me. Like I said, inspiring bitch to kill yourself. If you think about offering a family member or anybody, like I said, this is for everybody though. And be stupid. Like that's a flex, bitch. Watch God do something. Next, bitch. I am mad. I'm upset, rather. Because the disrespect was crazy. Like I said, I'm going to get more clever. I want to lock you up. See how I'm juggling these balls? Like I said, they playing in the church, playing behind God. It's cool, but that's they call. Like I said, I'm not the, my song just said it. That you my cousin, but you not my relative. And that really stands for something, right? You my cousin, you not my relative. Taking off face, you know grandma raised me, bitch. I'm from the west side where it gets sticky. And y'all know it gets sticky over there. That's American Gangsters is in the movie. We was raised over there in that type of shit around these fucking ignorant ass bastards. And you got the observer or whatever. Because like I said, they knew about me. I didn't really know about me. I used to feel shit, but I ain't know it. And I'm not scared to tell it or show it. Like I said, who the fuck don't want to take care of themselves? Who want to be out in the streets? Bitch, I don't have no need. I don't have a desire for exotic drugs. And I love that song. If I ever need some shit that's got to get the tweaking off some shit, bitch, I kill myself. And I'm not even into no shit like that. But that's what you got to do, though. I'm just encouraging a bitch to get the fuck up out of here with that nonsense that they be on. Because when you start getting high and shit, we going to run into another thing. Then that's when you start getting mischievous and shit. You think it's smart to try to steal something. Motherfuckers been getting stabbed up and everything for their motherfucking gifts, whether it's financial or physical. Like, are you serious? You motherfuckers better learn how to fight back too, for real. Be ready to attack a motherfucker just because they look funny. If they stink too bad, you just better give them that growl so they can get the fuck away from you, because you already know what's going down. Bitch, you think that you got mental health issues. Didn't I tell you I wanted to bring the lobotomy back? Stop playing. Just to drill a hole in it, just to put a hole in their head, you ain't got to shoot them. Nail their asses to the fucking wall. Remember that song? For real. Look. It's been a long ass time. Look at how I made it to the finish line. This nigga came to the finish line. Look, like, here y'all go. Here go everything in a bag. This everything. It's not. I brought everything to you. Look, with my dress on and shit. Like, look at these motherfuckers. Look, I'm tired of these bitches. Now look at the messages I had. Look at the business. I kept the business. They was fucking me up though. Like I said, all the way down to the poison, sneaking in the house. You know, my anxiety was out the I'm surprised I didn't combust. My anxiety was through the roof when I used to see the motherfuckers going to my house and shit. Like I said, bitch, I was watching these motherfuckers on the camera. Or then I go home, you know what I'm saying, say the water changed and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my kitty and Poochie and shit, like hoping she's still there. Because, you know, she don't do nothing. She hides. But I still have my things in there. Like I said, I ain't trying to be funny. Round it off to, if you want to the nearest 10. These cards is like $100 a motherfucking box. And you think I need people in my house with that shit? And then my food and shit, you know, I cook and everything. Then I do be online blasting bitches about my motherfucking ghetto change, put them in their motherfucking brain. For real, bring around them goddamn rosies. And put their pockets full of posies. I'm not even motherfucking playing. Once I learned what that shit is, I never forgot that. That's playing with the fucking dead. Like I said, I don't give a fuck what each one of them stinking bitches or whatever they do. I don't care about nobody crew or nothing. All of them could drop dead. For real, my Elephant Man voice. Remember that song, y'all? Paso all night. You don't think I was watching these people? Especially with the life we had going, the lifestyle. The environment. Bitch, you don't think my head was on swivel 24 hours a fucking day? My motherfucking grandparents, well, I want to say my kids' grandparents were motherfucking thieves and dope fiends. Stop playing. So you got to be shitting me if you think that I was gonna sleep with, wasn't gonna sleep like sleep with my both my eyes closed, with one eye is closed, or what he said, both eyes closed. Y'all crazy as fuck. I didn't like to deal with it, but I was there. Like I said, they had fucked up the housing scheme and everything, the housing team and everything. Look, trying to act nonchalant about the disconnection with the secrets. Like I said, I caught them. I was sitting there like, okay, fuck them then. They want to act like they rejecting what I'm giving to them. Because for real, everybody that I come in contact with, I do give them gifts though. It's just natural. When I say give you gift, that's gift of life. Because a lot of people come with problems. Like I'm a motherfucking counselor and shit. They don't know me from a can of paint. And for those that do, they be like, yo, I know you know. And I'm like, damn, I know I most likely do. That'll be $10. Look how cheap my service is. And then the nerves of bitches. Like I said, still intellectual property and shit. We used to be counseling and counselors. Some of the shit I didn't share with them. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't no need. Like I said, I'm not about to have nobody trying to label me crazy when I'm trying to adjust this cash. You would think that I'm crazy to you. So your dumb ass gonna really think I'm crazy if I tell you I was a fucking millionaire. That's why I want you dead. And you see the shit with nothing? Fuck out of here. How I move in general places. No cap. Like based on how the person makes me feel, then we can be a little more relaxed based on the vocabulary, what you giving. And then if I see it in you, I can bring it out. That's a gift. Like I said, don't pick nobody that is on a serious note. You play in your stay in your lane. You play with your peers. I'm not saying you gotta segregate and disrespect people, but if that's not your type, then don't do it. Like I'm not gonna be. You ain't gonna see me no cap. Even with a club, you ain't got no choice. You got all diverse uh, group of folks, so you got everything going on. But when you like in it, you would never see me do with no shit like that, nigga, and you never did. For anybody that was secret, the secret followers, like I said, this shit is deep. We dealing with cults and leaders of the pack, right? Leaders that I want dead, that I'll pack up in one motherfucking box is and just burn that bitch. I was gonna ship it off, but where we want to send it, because I'm quite sure nobody would want that shit. The same way they shipped off my motherfucking money. Like I said, I know it's some big niggas that did that shit. That is not going under the motherfucking rug. Now we got the Doctors Without Borders. We got the like I said, the foreigners. Like I know I was talking earlier, didn't really remember, and people got mad about the ISIS. Like I said, it's nothing about it. It's the ICE thing is for I would take away the people that do the motherfucking the spell work on people. That's really it. But for people who are really here trying to make an honest living and get themselves together, they can say that ain't my call, but I'm really a citizen. So you can't pull my card. And even somebody who stole my motherfucking identification. That's a New York State ID, bitch. They ain't still no benefit card. Like I said, they was trying to go off. They wanted them a visa. And it's no disrespectful to the people. Like, do that shit legally, bitch. Because if I'm going to fuck with somebody, I'm fucking with them right. I'm serious. I got to be all on that. That's just my heart. That's why I want people dead. That's my heart too, right? Remember, we got two hearts. Got two of everything. And I ain't giving up near one of them. That ain't gonna make me no whole. And then the bitch that wanted ain't even got nothing to bring to the table but destruction. Look, the bitch that wanted ain't got nothing to bring to the table. That's the Knight of Cups. That's not enough. Like I said, people talking about retiring and shit, and they ain't even put in no fucking work. That's stupid. Real fucking jerks. Queen of Cups. Yeah, look. Know that y'all need to be locked up. Y'all know that y'all stuck. Who trying to retire? King of Wands, the Hierophant. Who had the big eye? Who the big dick of the group? That's about to, that got everybody locked up. That's about to have them locked up too. Hmm? Who's Big Balls McGraw? I think that shit's so funny, you guys. Pause. For real. Because you got my money to throw around. Look, he tossing another, faggot tossing a bitch money around, nigga. That's mine. That's why I want him dead. Talk about I ain't getting shit. Oh yeah, I'm getting everything. And yours too. And your blood. Just a little drop. The same one he gave to his friends. Dab, bitch, let's dab. Let's dab on that. You don't want no dab? See? Like I said, I don't know what the fuck they waiting for. Nigga, tired. He done been put to rest from his generosity. He tired of putting in all that work. He can't provide no more. Look. And his strength ate his ass up. Look. I'm serious. I wasn't going out like that. Like I said. You have to have look. You have to have that kickback. Literally. In all forms of fashion. Like I said, if I don't got something, I know how to use the resources, but don't be trying to take them away. And I am the fucking resource that they done dispersed into these little charities and shit too. You know, you got to, when you embezzling money, you got to put that shit in the right place. You can't just go put it in a nigga hand. That's why these bitches was happy to have them pop can cars. And a couple of bags of weed and some sniff up. And some food stamps and shit. And they wanted to act like they had a business and shit. Like I said, the day with no care. You know, they ain't had no child with no care. They ain't had no kids in the bitch. Everybody had a daycare and shit. Come on, you don't even like kids. You don't even like yours. What the fuck you gonna do with them? Cause I done seen bitches doing that. That's why a lot of that shit is shut down. The lawn with no more and shit. These niggas got lawnmowers and shit. Nigga, you ain't cut no grass since we was fucking 6. Ain't nobody giving you no contracts because the bigger niggas got the contracts. You got real tree companies and shit that really legit that's paying taxes and shit that's really doing this. While y'all just dragging that shit around. You ain't cut your own fucking grass. That's why I want my motherfucking money. Because I was talking about that shit too. Landscaping and all of that. All of that shit is on my motherfucking resume. And I have done it. That's why I was like, fuck school. If push come to shove, bitch, I ain't got to pay you. You owe me. How I'm going to pay you to tell you what I know how to do. Skillfully and add more to it once I'm doing it. Because you know, the more you grow, you learn more. That shit don't pass with age. As long as you stay active, there's certain things you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's in your DNA. And I'm not saying kids say fuck school now. Now I'm not saying go there because y'all be tearing up shit. Because bro, you do need the basic skills in order to advance. So I'm not saying neglect the shit now. I'm just saying with how these bitches did me, like that was reckless. And they was watching me the whole motherfucking time. All the way down to the kids. I can't remember a day going in the store talking about they couldn't get something. Maybe it was something with cash because I ain't have none. But as far as with food wise, like, bitch, you get like $10,000 in food stamps. That kid should never be no. That motherfucker supposed to have the biggest candy bar. He supposed to have custom made candy bars and shit like that. You ain't got to fuck with no nigga or call the dad to harass him because you know he wasn't shit when you was fucking him. In my sense, I kind of knew. That's why I didn't fuck with him like that. It didn't bother me. I just knew I had a responsibility and a life to live. And I was living that shit and taking care of shit before that even happened. So that wasn't going to be something I was going to brush to the side or sacrifice my fucking kids. Because the nigga ain't want to fuck with me no more. I couldn't get his money or he was fucking with the man. Bitch, kill yourself. That's why I want them all dead. I know horrors like that was on my dick. And I know a lot of bitches, like I said, we went through so much traumatic shit. It's crazy. Some of them, they did go through, you know, with their molestation phase. I'm putting it out there. And then they became straight whores. Like, it's easy to be, man, I wouldn't give a fuck what nobody did to me. I'm not doing that shit. It don't sit right with my spirit. I still think you posted, I want to be loved, not for who you think I am or what you want me to be, you dumbass. That's why I want these bitches dead. That's where we draw the line. So if you crossed, since you crossed it, ain't nothing can save you. Like I said, it's not no dress code. When you got people secretly online, and like I said, they took pictures. They was taking all kinds of pictures. So I most likely under. Hopefully, you guys shut the websites down or whatever. My part, if I got one, I was scared to look it up. I was like, damn, it's gonna look like maybe. I don't know how to do that shit. And if I did, I wouldn't be on here. Wouldn't I be famous for popping pussy? Which I kind of am, and I don't even fuck. Like I said, I want the whores dead. And the whore ass niggas that I fuck with, they can kill themselves. Bitch, you know you need to kill yourself. What, you gonna run up on me because I said you a fuck nigga? Nigga, I ain't seen you in over how long? Play your motherfucking life. I'm killing you. I'm quite sure you fucked that out of you. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You have no stamina to even fucking live. I'm surprised y'all asses ain't locked back up. Since y'all wanted to be in cahoots together about my money. The food card. The world card. Them pictures and shit. Endings too. Like I said, y'all thought that shit was cute. With the message, you thought it was cute. Like I said, I was gonna put it all on you. I put that shit up in you. Fuck nigga. Don't make me put it all in you. You can't make this shit up. Look, put it all in them. Let's get married. Let's go to the chapel. Let me be the chaplain. I just like the way that sound, y'all. It's funny. Cause I know they mad. Like I said, dummies, I don't care what you say about me. I did right by everybody that I came in contact with. And they really, really pushed it to the fucking limit. Now I want them dead. That's fair. You want to put stuff in my cup? You want to play in people's houses and shit? Like, the kids ain't even playing the house. Anyways, with the whores and the pictures, what we talking about? Look, the whores and the pictures. What we talking about? Success. The six of wands, 9 of swords, King of Pentacles. Oh, this 5, y'all. The Knight of Swords and the Lovers. So look, in the Page of Swords underneath, that's the secrets. That's the smart. Look at how I strategically worked my way around that shit from a kid. But these people were successful passing that information around, and they was hating on another bitch. Like I said, I had mad ideas. I used to wake up with good morning. You know what I'm saying? Then my shit got hacked. You know, I had the inspirational quotes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't know that, certain emoticons would could say something like, say if you put a heart on somebody's stuff, that means you fucking them. Like, bitch, change your motherfucking mind thought process. That's stupid. I love the shit because it was funny to my, you know how you get the gut. The shit be so funny it buckles you, or it's so nice like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Bitch, I don't even come in contact with humans like that except for when I was at work and shit. And the kids don't count because they came from me. So a bitch was successful, now she's not, right? She's mad about how I trampled on them. Like I said, they was hating on me with their 5 of wands, but I still kept it moving. Like I said, that shit hurt my heart, especially when you know motherfuckers. When you know them. And if I ain't learned nothing from young folks, my kid even said it, like, stop giving people the benefit of the fucking doubt. King of Pentacles. Look, stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. And he's in regret till he can't even sleep. Because he was bouncing around like he was the man too. King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Look, that's disappointing news to hear me talking about you, huh? And I'll kick you in your dick. That's why they was trying to put me in that wheelchair. I'll rip me a bitch up. Like I said, they was riding by making the witch sounds and stuff. So I just thought it was funny. And it went with the territory like, yo, I'm a witch too. It's funny. No fucking witch. And if I am, oh well, boo. And then why ain't keeping these motherfuckers away from me? And why ain't got my shit? Like I said, I'm not going to have you. I don't play with frogs and shit like that. I don't believe in that. Don't those give you warts? I'm not going to do nothing that I can't do physically to you. If I want your head off shit, I need the motherfucking sword. The guillotine. If I want your back blowed out, don't the double barrel shotgun do that? Like, bitch, if I want you, I want to step on you and break up your bones with my feet and shit. You can't don't need no magic for that. I don't want to sneak in your house and steal your clothes or take a piece of your hair and make a voodoo doll. That shit sounds stupid to me. That's why I want all of those who did it dead. And I want those who think that it's cute to do it dead. Bitch, I don't care if you worship a devil. Do it look like I give a fuck? Do it look like I give a fuck? Huh? Do you remember that song? Do it look like I give a fuck? For real. I got a song for everything, y'all. That's what make it funny. But I'm serious. Like, we gonna take their destiny. That shit sounds scary as a bitch. That's why I want to take their hearts out, their bodies. I could do that as a coroner, right? Medical examiner, buddy. You want a friend? I'm actually a little timid, but when it comes to this conversation here, I could go all in. I'm pretty quiet for the most part, unless I'm excited. I need a job. How much you pay? Like $100 an hour? Oh, and don't let it be one of my friends. I'll do that. I'll clean them up so fast. That's not funny, but seriously though, that shit crazy. So y'all girl group, y'all girl band still popping off? Yep, fellas, just for me. Since they said I was doing all that freak licking, when you get them, fuck them, and make sure they can't fuck no more. I mean, squeeze those BBLs as hard as you can. I have bitches scared to move. They're nasty asses, and then that'll keep them too. This keep my flat booty bitches from getting they mans fucked up by your BBL friend who thinks she better than you because she went and got under that plastic hand, right? They want to be Barbies for real. You still want that as your friend, stupid? Or you want to utilize these here gangster skills? Want to get up with some gangster shit? Y'all know I play too much because I wanted to get out my feelings, but this do got me livid, y'all. Like I said, they play too much with the schools and everything. Like, we don't owe you nothing, and I don't give a fuck what bitch you went to school with. I don't give a fuck who graduated from anywhere because you guys obviously stupid. Come on, if you could fuck to get that job or fuck to get that money, ain't no telling what you did. Because like I said, back in the days, we was young, but it was going down. You can see it. I was selling drugs in fucking middle school and shit. I had a pack on me. You don't think I seen that shit? We like live right next. Well, in a sense, we live with the tricks. They building was our building. All the fiends and shit. And these people grew up to be that, and that's their offspring too. Like their parents and shit. You know, a lot of them died and stuff from their situation. You know what I'm saying? At early ages and shit. Because motherfucker be looking at me like, you know my mom? Yeah, I know your mama. My grandmama? Yeah, and I liked your grandmother better. Some of them. That shit ain't no joke. There's no disrespect. That's how people could redirect themselves. Look at where I came from. If that's my motherfucking family, I don't care. You pick any group of the motherfuckers. Pick them. You think that we compatible? Not going off looks. Because, you know, I think all niggas be looking alike now, too. And all white people start looking alike. And all Spanish people look alike. For real. All the people, all the Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, all of them look alike. But they don't like to be single. I mean, they rather be segregated. The same motherfucking eyes inside. And it's like, oh, that ain't my... And mad about it. Like, it is what it is. Bitch, you human, ain't you? Deck that eye, that shit gonna turn purple or black, right? Fuck all of that. People need to get real. Because like I said, at this point, I don't know who owe anybody shit, but I know that my grip is real. And I ain't letting go. Now who want to make that change? Who want to come up to the come up to the altar? Come on. Let me take you to the king. You ain't got nothing to bring. You ain't got to bring anything. Like I said, y'all play too much. Like I said, I could go left or right with it. Yeah, you know who the king could be too? Who watching me? But you know who the king could be? The warden. Take me to the king. They only got their nuts to bring. The ass is torn and swollen. That ain't no offering. Put the bitches on the chain gang. You know how they like to swing. See? And did I lie? Even the modest ones. Those are the worst ones. The ones who cover their shit up, who be picking on how I dress. Oh, look at. Like I said, I'm put my old ass out the best. And what's that man? The gorilla walk, man. On top of that bitch, don't fuck with me. I be minding my business. Chilling. Chilling. Mm-mm-mm. But I do love my new friends, Joe, that sat down. Sit your asses down. You not dumbasses. Just the people who sit y'all dumbasses. But y'all didn't know y'all was dumbasses too. I didn't know I used to be a dumbass, y'all. That's why I go in so hard about it. That's why I'm so adamant about killing off the dummies. Just because of that. I got turned to the asshole too, nigga. I ain't see that shit coming. Well, I didn't know what they were doing, but I seen the stuff. But I didn't know, it was intentional. And I was like, I was always taught to never give up. Never give up. Name them kids the funny names. Don't hate on us. I'll call you bluff. Right? So I didn't know, but I still, dealt with it because I adapted to the environment. I just stayed away. And the more distant the people became, they were doing me a favor. I didn't have to press my weight around until this shit hit. But once I found out about the money, it's just like, fuck it, kill everything, burn it down. You didn't listen until the nigga burned it down. And now you ain't gonna stop the hit. I told y'all this shit. It wasn't predicted. And at first I was down with niggas. Felt good in the hood being around them niggas. But now it's like, damn, I can't stand these clown ass bitches. For real, we want them dead. Like, why would you try to comfort somebody like that? I'm not even playing for real. All them niggas is in the red. Like I said, pot belly bitch. And this ain't for fat niggas either. No disrespect, 'cause some of you big guys are handsome. So I just don't want you to just feel like I'm singling you out because of a weight class. Because you see, I could get real juicy. Like that shit, I couldn't even. For real, my shit was like everything's just like this. Like I was just stuck. Like a treat, like Incredible Hulk for real. So I'm not judging that. I'm talking about the slobs that be going off. Like you've been fucked up. They've been calling you that shit all your life. The money and shit, the money don't change it. It's just a cover. And then you can't cover up that good when you're not spending it right. Because now everybody in the red, they old motherfuckers and everything. Don't own too much of shit. We all got a couple of clothes. I got a couple threads. I grabbed something for $1 from the goddamn store. From lying, I'm flying. So don't let that be the fucking dictator of your ass. I grew up with all of them. Like I said, you faggots is trash, and y'all know y'all is like really. And then you be looking like, yeah, I couldn't say nothing because they would have fucked me up back then. Because I ain't really had no skills then, and I was by myself. I was small, so I ain't had no skills like that then. But then eventually, like I said, we was doing all that little taekwondo and shit. The guys used to be boxing and shit. Then you got the boys trying to wrestle you all the time, and then shit like that. Then you got to fight these bitches all the time. You learn that's a skill. And then once you get older and you step in the gun range, that hit different. And then you get into another environment to where you ain't got no choice. You got to learn how to hit the floor and shit. It's like we really was in the fucking army. I don't know how you bitches took it, but I did. And the whole time they was stealing. Like I said, I don't fuck with the family. Queen of Swords. I don't fuck with the family. Too on top of that, like I said, they was funny. Only certain ones I see is cool, and some of them they don't even got a. You don't even got a front for nobody either. Just so you know about that too. Like you don't gotta act like you know me because this motherfuck your life. I want you dead. If you ever disrespected me like that, especially when it come all the way down to the dead. I'm not even playing. Oh, you that kickback is real now. Like I said, I don't feel a way like people. Oh, that's why you like with the son dad, or they talk about the mom or son or the dad. You know, any of my family member that passed away. That don't. It. I been was hurt behind that. Till I stoned up on that. So really, it's to really to get back. It's just to cut your ass down, cause we can. It's communication. Queen of Swords. A verbal assassin. You talking about them and playing with the dead people like they shouldn't come and haunt your ass. Like I don't want you dead, and you a bitch for even thinking about some shit like that. Now motherfuckers is scared because ain't shit for me to hold back. Like I said, I was just collecting information, keeping myself safe. Like I said, I could be around people, but I'm not gonna be around if it's not about business. It ain't too much about nothing because people are snakes. Like I said, you sitting up, you say you going out with your friends, a whole bunch of friends, they putting shit in your cup. They trying to sacrifice you to the next nigga and shit. Like, how you gonna serve a bitch up and you really a whore? And probably was with the person that they set you up for. You know, you got bitches like that in y'all circle. I ain't experienced. I just seen certain shit, so I already knew. So you got bitches like that in the circle. You got niggas like that in the circle. Like, fuck that. That nigga doing better than me. We got to figure out how we can get rid of him. Yeah, yeah. Then, like I said, with the money scheme, credit card scams, that was for the faggots. Bitches fuck window shopping. They had to have it, and they was stealing it. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with your choices, but just watch who you come for and watch these voices. For real, get on the floor, knock on the door real hard, kick in the door, wave in the 4-4, tell them they got a warrant. You got a warrant for their arrest. No stealing no more. No killing no more. Right? Motherfuckers are so mad. Yep, they bust this up. They bust this. They blew that pie hole. I'm in that popsicle stand. Did they? They blew that shit. Like I said, you got all these witches and stupid bitches trying to come for somebody. And then the men. You grandfather, I'm so disappointed. Look, here you go. If I could tell the nigga something, it'd be the father. I'm so disappointed in the choices you made. You thought you was about to take that shit to the grave? Not today, bitch. How many other kids you been fondling with? How many other pictures you got? How many you want to get? Like I said, watching us when we was babies, eating it. That's why y'all need y'all asses whooped. From the powers that be. Look at the decisions. Y'all need y'all asses whooped. Be the chariot. Five of swords. Be it's out of your control. And it's the powers that be. Look. Be. That just came up though. Because it is for real. Y'all was going against the grain and me too. I'm going against that. I'm supposed to go against that, ain't I? And that song came up. I don't care anymore. Come on, y'all. Because of the pool parties, I'm not getting bit, but they sure enough flying awfully close to that light. I'm trying to drop one of my cards. No, I got it. That's probably gonna flip out. So friends, you gonna drop the soap? Hmm? You wanna drop the soap and become Superman ho? Superman that hoe. How they do it? Woo! What's that nigga do with you? That shit not funny, but I'm teasing them because, like I said, this shit went further than we thought, right? That shit's nasty. It's embarrassing. Like I said, it's trafficking. So I gotta give them the Rico. I gotta get you to laughing on the Rico thing, right? Supposed to be laughing. Look, how I'm supposed to do it? Shit. Then they started shit when I was a kid. How we used to be back in the days. You know, remember our poses back in the days, y'all? Wasn't that shit funny? For real. Look, the magician card, the king of wands, and the hangman. Shit, you could have came out. I thought it was coming out. Like I said, I got the camera positioned a whole nother way. Ain't there bitch about to stop me from doing what I got to do for me because I need my motherfucking money. And like I said, I don't care where I go, who was in it. It's people from all over the world that need to be dead. Like I said, was playing with shit they ain't had no business. Don't disrespect me because I owe you nothing. And you're not stopping anything. Like I said, I'm not bluffing. You ain't got to like nobody. Bitch, you could be the next stuffing. So I'm quite sure nobody like that shit and they don't want to stand for it, right? Like people don't be wanting to stand for shit that people be doing to them. Like they don't want to be bothered with it. But we do the most though. Like I said, you gotta work for your keeps. And you gotta walk away from shit to balance your emotions too. And I have no feelings when it comes to that. Like I said, especially nigga that's dealing with the Lotion group. Like these people really did dirty though. And I guess they had the nerves, right? They was supposed to be coercing me into what? Like I said, I don't miss what I didn't have. And we ran out of funds. So it wasn't no grab bag or nothing. I didn't feel demanding or entitled to anybody's space in life. Like I don't feel like you owed me that. Once you showed me what you needed to show me, it's like, okay, go ahead and you be that. But don't think you coming no back. Because telltale signs be everything. This not chit chat. For real, people, you watch how they move. They don't have to tell you. And then the shit get tiresome after a while. Like I said, you start repetitively trying to take care of a grown focus. Like, bitch, you're grown. Okay, enough is enough. That's for anybody and anything. For real, friends, family, foes. Like I said, it's bitches that won't even speak to me because they was in on it. Like you raggedy bitch, you know you always been raggedy and I always been the kindest friend, the realest friend you ever had. Like, and you gonna do that? Okay, fine, kill yourself. Like for real, especially when it comes to my money and bitches trying to off my top. Like I said, all them games that they played, yes, it's time for real. I wouldn't even play chess with them. Whack a mole with them bitches. Call of Duty on them. That I got some friends now. I told you need a teammate, nigga. That's funny though. Let's see what else I get. Look at work. Need a teammate. That's not a joke though. Only because they're not balanced. But I am. I'm serious. Like I just don't deal with people. It's better to be in hermit mode, as I learned throughout the years. Like you could be cool with people, but we all don't have the same thing in common. Like you could have fun for a moment. That's why when they be dealing in their relationships, it's like, are you just is you for the night or is you for a lifetime? That shit you really got to think about. And bitches was playing in my face because they was stealing that money. Like I said, I catch a case about my shit. You could never think that you setting something up, bitch. King of Wands in the Judgment. So the king wants to see the bigger picture, and one is being hauled off. Look, this is also going to prison. Remember, that's taking him to jail too. Cause that shit real. This calling all cars. Like I said, you gotta blow the horn on them bitches. Cause sometimes they don't be paying attention. They can't hear. They need hearing aids. They want to give me a wheelchair. Them bitches need hearing aids because they wasn't listening. See, I slowed down. They tried to give me the wheelchair. I didn't mind walking. See the difference? And they still didn't want to listen. See, they want to listen to that nigga. They thought they were gonna hear, so they ain't even hear the change drop. Literally, they didn't hear the change drop, and they didn't hear the change drop. And it dropped. Man, I'm flying. Look at the karma for them stealing. I didn't know about this stealing at first, but I seen this, and I was like, target practice, and it's the karma. Look, the scope is on you. The spot is on. The spot is hot. The block is hot. You're supposed to see me, like I said. Shit, I ain't supposed to be no bump on the log. Like I said, I don't have to sit like a rock. Like y'all play too much. And whatever bitch doing that stupid shit, the swap. Come here. Come here, dears. For real, because if you bad enough to do some shit like that, I know you should have no fear. Like I said, I had to pray on mine. And it doc off, yeah. You know what I mean? Nobody's home, for real. Everybody gone. So, friends with my pictures. Friends. Y'all them niggas. Niggas friends. Oh shit, friends with them pictures. Goddamn, look at that. The regret card fell in reverse. That's super hurt. Look, cause I know it. I know about y'all setting the curses, like I said. Y'all pussy ass people. This old ladies too. Look, them horses pure evil. Mother did you catch? Look. To do this to people. They was putting a lot of people was out there like this with them blankets and shit. Like I said, that shit crazy. With the sun card, I said the Five of Cups fell in reverse. You got the sun card and you got the fucking Seven of Cups. Yeah, look, I'm been busting out back and everything. Some bitches 70 years old. They started this shit in the 70s. Like I said, pimps and whores, American gangster, war on drugs and shit, the heroin movement, that fucked up the town, fucked up the movement. Didn't they? For real, people can't really move around. And then everybody trying to move cautious and shit in a sense, but they know they try to move dangerous, but dangerous for the wrong shit. Like people be disrespecting in your face, but you want to, like I said, set people up. Like I said, I'm that bitch that want to catch the case in broad daylight. Yeah, I did it. That's funny. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to move like that, but you're supposed to. But you shouldn't have to move like that. But if people want to act like they really rats and they trapping some shit, okay. Watch me smash it. I'm not scared of rats. I wouldn't want, that's not a acquired taste or a choice, but I kill that shit first. Where am I supposed to call my man? See? I hope this sound is good, you guys. I'm going to get up off of here. Get some rest because I can make a run. Okay? So I'll be back later, okay? Good morning, friends. You're going to see.
bitch.